Hi guys, today's video is about the complete story of Lancelot from the Seven Deadly Sins universe. Let's get started. Lancelot is the son of Ban and Elaine, which makes him the prince of the Benwick kingdom, a kingdom of fairies created by both his parents after Arthur's awakening as the King of Chaos and the defeat of Cath Palug. It's the only fairy kingdom that allows commerce with humans. In the chapter where we learn about this, we also see a human merchant with bad intentions trying to trade junk with the fairies, claiming it to be rare items. The fairies, unable to notice the deception, were ready to trade their valuable items for his junk. Then Lancelot appears, looking very different from his current appearance, which leads the merchant to mistakenly think he is a young girl. The merchant even tries to capture Lancelot to sell him because of his rare genetics. However, Lancelot, using his heart-reading ability, already knows the merchant's true intentions and gives him what he deserves. The fairies who were being tricked by the merchant then ask Lancelot to play with them, but he refuses. Because of this, they say goodbye. But in their minds, as Lancelot could read, they were mocking him. Though he didn't show it in front of them, it made him very angry. To release this anger, he constructed a spear and threw it at a rock, destroying it completely, which demonstrated his strength far surpassing that of a regular human. After that, Lancelot talks to Ban and complains a bit to him, and Ban thanks him for his help. Lancelot then leaves and meets Jericho, who once again mistakes him for a young girl. Lancelot notices this and becomes even more annoyed, also sensing a bit of romantic interest from Jericho toward him. We then see the merchant again, waking up after being put to sleep by Lancelot. As he wakes, some fairies are talking to him, and he runs away, afraid of them after Lancelot punched him. While he is running, something unexpected happens. He disappears out of nowhere, leaving the fairies wondering what just happened. The scene then cuts back to Lancelot, who has cut his hair because of Jericho's earlier thoughts about him. Elaine thinks this is just Jericho's way of showing affection for him. She mentions that now Lancelot looks just like Ban did when she first met him. At this moment, Ban arrives from patrol, notices something is up with Lancelot, but starts drinking some Aberdeen, and surprisingly, Lancelot says he wants to try it too. Elaine is worried, but Ban allows him to take just one sip. Lancelot then shows an interesting application of his powers by using them to read some affectionate memories of Ban, triggered by the act of drinking the Aberdeen. When Lancelot questions the voice he heard in Ban's heart, Ban reveals that it belonged to memories of his father, Zhivago. Lancelot then asks, "Can I grow up if I drink this?" and proceeds to drink the entire alcoholic beverage in the wooden mug. He seems fine afterward, feeling as though he's now an adult. At this moment, the two fairies who witnessed the merchant disappearing arrive at Ban's house to report it. Lancelot tries to investigate, but obviously finds nothing. Ban mentions that this isn't an isolated case. It's happening in Leonas as well, and it's always humans who are affected. He decides to investigate further the next day, but Lancelot asks to help. Ban refuses, saying it's too dangerous for a child. That night, Ban talks to Elaine, noting that Lancelot has been trying to act like an adult in front of him. He wonders if this is related to Lancelot's heart-reading power, which he obtained after being injured in a fight against Tristan in Leonas. Elaine contradicts this, explaining that during their time in Leonas, Lancelot learned about Ban's legendary legacy among the people there. With Gauther's help, Lancelot saw Ban's entire story and became very proud of his father. This inspired him to want to become a knight like Ban and earn his recognition. Knowing this, Ban goes to talk to Lancelot, who is asleep, unaware that it will be their last meeting for a long time. The next morning, Lancelot plans to investigate the disappearing humans to impress Ban. Jericho, knowing Lancelot well enough to predict this, waits for him. And Ban dreams of his own past, recalling when he tried to do something similar to impress his father, and things didn't go well. The dream serves as a warning for what's about to happen. Realizing Lancelot is not in his bed, Ban desperately searches for him, heading to the place he knows Lancelot would go. However, by the time he arrives, it's too late. Lancelot and Jericho had already found a portal and entered it to investigate. On the last page, Takaba reveals that from that day, Lancelot and Jericho were lost. Ban and Elaine mourned and searched for them endlessly, but their search yielded no results. Years later, Lancelot returns as the Prince of the Lake and participates in the events of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse anime, helping Lion's side in the war against Camelot. That's it for today. If you liked this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more Four Knights content.